Ripple's XRP has been with us for quite a long time. In fact, the foundations of what would become Ripple as we know it today are older than Bitcoin itself. Hey guys, my name is Vasilis and I make crypto educational videos. In this video, I am going to explain what XRP token is, how XRP works, and the tokenomics behind it. As a reward, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. At its core, Ripple is a global payment network and currency exchange. It aimed to become the potential replacement for SWIFT, one of the leading global payment processing platforms, and to help with the integration of big business to the blockchain. To this end, Ripple acts as the intermediary in a transaction. When two strangers want to trade, Ripple and its XRP token aim to be the trusted entity in the middle to ensure an honest trade. But how did it all begin? And how does XRP work? As I previously mentioned, the foundations of Ripple exceed that of Bitcoin. The origin of what would become Ripple dates back to 2004, when Ripple was conceived as a decentralized payment network. No blockchain yet, though. Later, in 2012, the founders of Ripple sold the company and the new owners renamed it to RippleLabs. They then began working on a new digital currency where transactions were verified by the network's users, and the cryptocurrency we know as XRP was born in 2013. But now we get to the question of how XRP works, as unlike other cryptocurrencies, you will sometimes hear people say XRP is not a cryptocurrency. The simplest definition of a cryptocurrency is that of a digital token built upon a decentralized ledger that allows users to transfer funds across the internet. By that definition, XRP is indeed a cryptocurrency. The following part of the video is going to be a bit technical, as I am going to explain how XRP works. But I promise, I am going to make it as simple as possible for you to understand. So please, bear with me. In the beginning, there was no blockchain, and Ripple wasn't trying to create one. Ripple is a company that has adapted to the blockchain rather than one that was created for it. Therefore, there is no mining like you get with Bitcoin, and there is no staking like you get with Ethereum. Instead, to verify XRP transactions, Ripple uses the XRP ledger, or XRPL, and the Ripple Consensus Protocol Algorithm, or RCPA. XRPL is the open source distributed ledger created by Ripple, which stores and updates a list of all its transactions. The XRPL uses a network of trusted validators to confirm their transactions, with at least 80% of the validators agreeing before a consensus is confirmed. Anyone can become a validator, though Ripple ultimately decides who can become a trusted validator, with these validators added to what is known as the Unique Node List, or UNL. Alternatively, the Ripple Consensus Protocol Algorithm, or RCPA, defines how the XRPL is managed by this network of independent validators. The RCPA's main aim is to ensure honesty. Each UNL must achieve 80% consensus within its active set of validators. All Ripple transactions are visible on its publicly viewable consensus ledger, with each successive data block including the previous block's hash to confirm its authenticity. This process typically finalizes in seconds, making it an attractive proposition for those looking to send money around the globe quickly. The RCPA, like all consensus mechanisms, is to ensure the double spend problem does not occur. The double spend problem is where someone successfully spends the same digital money twice. Institutional investors currently make up a large proportion of trusted validators, which Ripple views as necessary if it wants to become the intermediary of choice for all currency conversion on the blockchain. Due to these fail-safes, The network has run without incident since 2013. Uniquely, validators do not receive any rewards for validating transactions. Ripple believes rewarding validators incentivizes participating for the wrong reasons. Ultimately, they believe users should host a record of the transactions as it ensures the security of the network and their investment. By rewarding people to host a network, you risk attracting people who will disappear as soon as better rewards are available for hosting another network. Therefore, by offering no rewards, Ripple guarantees those who are hosting the network are likely those committed to its long-term success. While XRP is definitely a cryptocurrency, it is fair to say that Ripple is not a very crypto-focused company. Remember that Ripple is older than Bitcoin. That said, why should they be? Not only is XRP popular among retail investors, it is also proving highly popular among institutional investors, which was ultimately their aim all along. This is especially impressive when you remember that XRP is still going against the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, in a lawsuit regarding its status as a security. Normally, this would encourage fleeing from the platform, but not with XRP, which is especially strange given the high number of institutional investors such as Santander and Bank of America. Now that we have explained how XRP works, it's time to jump into the tokenomics. There will only ever be 100 billion XRP, and all 100 billion has been pre-mined before launch, meaning all tokens were created at once. RippleLabs received 80% of this newly created XRP and sells part of its share of XRP periodically. The remaining 20% went to the founders. However, where XRP shines is as a currency converting platform. Its unique setup of selected nodes allows XRP transactions to finalize in seconds and process up to 1,500 transactions at once. It is incredibly cheap to use at only 0.00001 XRP per transaction and environmentally friendly compared to its peers, thus offering a quicker and greener way to send currency across the internet. To summarize, Ripple is a currency conversion platform that hopes to bring big business to blockchain technology. Its XRP token is used as an intermediary in transactions when sending between two strangers. No matter the currency, be it dollars or euros, Ripple's XRP can be used as a medium of exchange. The XRP token ensures a fair currency conversion exchange of less than a cent. The transaction will finalize in seconds and do not require the amount of power other platforms do. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, I am sure you will love this one too.